Hi students, how are you? This is N. Srinivas Reddy, JL Commerce, TSWRJC Hatunora. Students, today I wish to discuss about the topic of partnership accounts for the second year intermediate. Students already you know how to prepare the final accounts for the sole proprietorship in the previous year. Today or this year we can learn the final accounts for the partnership type of business organizations. So already you know the types of the forms of business organizations. It is mainly divided into three. That is the sole proprietorship, partnership type of the business organizations, and company type of the business organizations. In this year we can learn how to prepare the accounts for the partnership. Initially why we are considering or taking in the partnership, even though existed the sole proprietorship, there is many limitations in the sole proprietorship form of a business organizations. It is due to that partnership emerged, which is known as partnership business. A partnership is a type of business or business entity in which partners, owners share profits and losses of the business as per the agreement among them. So first initially they came to with one agreement. According to that, they are sharing our profits or losses between or among them. According to the section 4 Partnership Act 1932, partnership means the relationship between the persons who have agreed to share profits of the business carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. So it is the definition given by the 1932 Partnership Act. So students, now we are going to the features of the partnership. Initially, first is the agreement. The agreement partnership is formed to make a profits. It is an agreement entered between among all the partners. So initially all the partners who are enter the business for the getting of profit only. That's why initially if they are taking the agreement between or among them, it is better for the future. Second is the business. It must be lawful business. It includes trade, vocation, or and profession. So normally it is the lawful business. If they what the business they are taking, it is as per the law, there is no problem at all. So third is profit sharing. So here initially any business person enter the business to getting of the profit. So that here it is a partnership type of the business organization. Initially they can decide how much share taking each one. So that is agreement is very essential. Fourth one is the management. It may be managed or carried on by all the partners or any one of the partners acting on behalf of all the other partners. So it is very important, students. Initially who manage the business, it is very important. That's why sometimes all the partners they can manage the business. Sometimes among on behalf of the all partners, one or some members can do the business. So it is to decide in itself. The fifth one is association of partners. So here the member, how many members is there? Normally any type of the business partnership organization is required 2 members minimum, and maximum is the 20. If they are doing the banking type of the business, maximum members is the 10, and remaining other type of the business, the minimum maximum members is the 20. Next one is the unlimited liability. It is the sixth point, students. The liability of partnership firm is not only unlimited but also joint and several. So here the partners liabilities unlimited. If the firm is getting the losses, they can pay that amount even their own assets also. So here when we are going to the preparation of the account, students. Here initially they are here the require when you compare the sole proprietorship, there is additional 2 methods is some other additional requirements is there. So here first of all we are going to know the methods of preparing capital accounts. So here the capital accounts of partners may be maintained under fixed capital account and fluctuating capital account. So here the 2 methods is there, that is fixed capital account and fluctuating capital account. There is according to that they can prepare. First is a fixed capital account. When the partners agree that the amount of capital contributed by them shall remain fixed and shall not be reduced or increased during the tenure of partnership business, the capital account of partners is said to be fixed. So it is a fixed. Under this method, capital accounts of partners shows the same balance every year. They shows the same balance in every year. Capital account shows only the amount brought in by partners at the time of becoming the partner and any additional capital introduced during the year. All the remaining adjustments recorded separately in an account known as current account for each partner. So here the students, if the partnership agree, the partners agree, they can show the capital is fixed in every day the same. So capital is not changed. So that type of the account is called fixed capital account, students. So here the specimen of the fixed capital account. Here they are prepared the two types of the capital accounts, fixed capital account and current capital account. So here the fixed capital account, they are showing only initially the initial balance of the whatever they taken. Second is the adjustments, additional capital, if any amount they took into the business organization, that will be shown here only. Remaining all the adjustments will be shown is current account. So here so normally if the balance is there is no problem. Sometimes there is a zero balance is also there. So here they can show the credit side interest on the capital, salary or commission taken by the partner, profit taken by the partner, and next in the debit side drawings, and interest on drawings, profit or losses. So normally students, if you observe this current account, whatever the amount is receivable from the organization or the company, that will be credited to the partner's current account. Whatever amount will be payable to the partnership or the business, that will be debited. After that, tallying that amount will be post in the balance sheet. Next is the fluctuating capital account. So here the students, we are preparing two types of the capital account, that is the fixed capital account and fluctuating capital account. Under this method, all the transactions relating to a partner are recorded in capital account only. Because of this, the balance in a capital account keeps in changing every year. Hence it is called fluctuating capital method. Under this method, no need to maintain current account for each partner. So here there is no need to prepare the current account. So here in the previous method, that means the fixed capital account method, we are shown the partner capital is every year shown the same. But in the case of fluctuating capital account, if the partnership agreement agrees it, they can show all the adjustments also in the partner's capital account. That's why here the capital is changed every year. That's why, so if the capital of the partner is changed or the fluctuated in every year, that's why it is called the fluctuating capital account. So here the specimen of the fluctuating capital account. So students, so it is the balance, whatever the amount carried forward from the last year. Sometimes maybe capital is increase or the decrease, and next is the whatever the amount additionally introduced in the business, and salaries or commission or the profits taken from the business organization. So these are receivables from the partnership, or the whatever the amount is received from the partnership type of the business, that amount will be created in the partnership account. So next is the drawings. Debit side we show the drawings, interest on drawings, profit or loss appropriation account. So here we will debit whatever the amount is drawing from the business and the interest on drawings. If the partners pay the interest on drawings, and if the firm is getting losses, that will also create. Profit and loss appropriation account. Students, already you know, in the previous year of the junior intermediate, we are preparing the final accounts for the sole proprietorship. So in that we are preparing the final accounts, that is the trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet. So in the whatever the accounts, if it is a company, or the partnership or the sole proprietorship, we are preparing like that. But in the case of partnership account, in additionally we are prepare the profit and loss appropriation account after completion of the profit and loss account, because in the first year or the sole proprietorship there is only one partner. That's why there is no problem to distribute the profits among the partners. Whatever the profit we are getting, we have transferred that amount to the partner account. But in the case of partnership, there is many partners. That's why here we are the, after completion of the profit and loss account, we are prepare the profit and loss appropriation account. So in the partnership accounts, profit and loss appropriation account is prepared a part of a part from the trading and profit and loss account. Profit and loss account appropriation account is prepared after ascertaining the net profit or net loss. Profit and loss appropriation account is, it is a nominal accounts. So it is extension of the profit and loss account. All the transactions of partners receivables from the partnership from the firm are payable to the partnership firm are recorded in this account. So here students, after completion of the trading account, we are prepared, because many adjustments is necessary here, because in sometimes partners invest capital in here, and sometimes if they are drawings, and if sometimes they are working in the organizations at that time, so many adjustments is required here. So it is a specimen of profit and loss appropriation accounts. So here what the amount we will credit or what the amount we will be debited here. So here the first is the profit and loss account. So whatever the profit we are getting, the profit and loss account, that will be credited in the profit and loss account. Next is the whatever the amount is receivables from the partner, that also will be credited. That is the drawings and the interest on drawings. So next is the net loss. So these are the amounts we will be credited here in the debit side. If you observe it, if we are getting loss, that will be debited, and interest on capitals, whatever the amount we are payable to the partners, that will be debited. Partnership salary or commission, if we are liable to pay any commission or the salary to the partners, that also will be debited, and the general reserves amounts also will be debited. Next, after completion of all of it, so that is the profit or the receivables from the partners, that will be credited, and the whatever the amount is payable to the partners, that will be debited. After completion of all of it, that remaining amount will be transferred to the remaining all the partners according to the ratio which is agreed before the partnership. If there is no agreement, we can distribute the profits and losses equally among the partners. So these are the theory part, students. In the next video I will tell the problem, students. Thank you very much.